What's up, y'all? Hope y'all doing well. Happy Halloween, and man, I have not driven on this bridge in a hot minute. Why is my camera panning out like that? But I have not driven on this bridge in a hot minute, and that sunset looking pretty fire. I remember there was like a theories video like such a long time ago with these mountains about some sort of missing city. I don't even remember what that was about, but NFS World revealed some theory stuff, which is pretty hilarious to think about it. So we are on FRSS first for the Halloween special. Now as you can see here, I got the Key 1 Spooky. Now I got this car in a car prize pack, as this is an achievement car. So I'm just going to be using it around. I gotta say, the P1, it looks fire. It does not look like a car from 2013. Gotta say that. That being said, let's see if this car is good enough for its own achievement time. So I think time is a 1:59 for... You get under, no, not 1:59, get under 1:57 in Ghostwood. Obviously, power-ups are allowed. Man, these Halloween decorations look so fire. And it's gonna be a little tough with this ridiculous AI. Speaking of ridiculous, that man just crashed out like crazy. A nice turn. Yeah, this car is a little slippery, and it's not going to be winning any rewards or awards on NES class tracks. You're pretty much just driving this thing because it looks cool. And I took the wrong turn again, which results in me having to take a super sharp turn. I always do that whenever I race on this track. Hey, yo! The AI always be doing that. Mess me up hard. Really just doing a lot better, because I had driven this car a little bit earlier and I was all over the place with that thing. As you can see, we are pretty much at 82% and we are not done with the race. So this car, without any power-ups, cannot beat its own time. However, if you use a Valkyrie and, you know, spam a bunch of NOS, you'll be pretty chill. I want to see how fast those other dudes are going, if they even finish. Let's see how fast he went. 272, 272, 254. Man, these guys are going nuts. Well, that's going to be it for our time on FRSS. I will see you on Nightriderz. We are on Nightriderz, and what on earth is this car? Yeah, these are Phantom Editions. I think these have been around on Nightriderz for some time. However, I don't really play much on Nightriderz, so I'm not up to date. So with these cars, I got them for free by completing the weekly challenges. So whenever I do play Nightriderz, I usually complete the weekly challenges because, you know, you can earn easy money, you don't really have to spend much time, and you still have a pretty enjoyable experience. So you actually get, you do a challenge to get this car, and you use this car to get these two cars. So I'm going to tune these two cars up, probably this one to C, this one to A, and we'll do some racing with them. So we are driving the DB11, and man, this car looks really cool. It's definitely a creative idea to me making these style of cars. I assume it drives exactly the same. Oh, and there's traffic. I assume this car would drive exactly the same as a normal DB11. Now, the thing about Nightriderz is that this is probably at the moment the server that I know of that's more like the closest to OG World in terms of the car handling, because all these cars that I've driven so far do have weight to them, and it feels very reminiscent of the past. However, unlike the past where those cars felt so horrible, man, pretty much majority of the cars on OG World were literal bricks. So cars, they do have heavier steering than, let's say, WUGG or FRSS. But that being said, they're not bricks, so you can have an enjoyable experience. Looks like the AI is cashed on point. Is that a Bugatti? And I literally had, I cannot. Oh! Yeah, that was about to happen. That man just switched his colors. What the heck? Yeah, this DB11 feels. I really can't give an opinion on it because I don't drive too many cars on this server, but it was a very cool ride. Racing on good old Quarter. Man, I have not been here in such a long time. I'm on another single player race as most of the multiplayer matches are all S1s. And nice hit. They're mostly all S1s, so it's kind of a losing battle and essentially just be a time attack. So I just wanted some AI to, accompany me. But as you can see, I actually painted this car black, so as you can see, it looks a little more spookier. Now there's also other Halloween cars you could get, however, just don't have time to do challenges. But you can do them yourselves, and every week, Nightriderz, they kind of do a challenge where you can get a car and you earn all this money, and I should probably look at the road instead of looking at the map. But yeah, this car feels pretty terrible, I'm not gonna lie. It feels like when WUGG released their 993. Is that a cop traffic car? Interesting. When WUGG released their 993, that thing was, man, even though I think it was a very fast car, it was such a bad car to drive. And this feels just as bad, so maybe C-Class is not the wave with this thing. You're probably better off putting it at B. So we are done here in Nightriderz. I do gotta say that these concepts are pretty cool, having phantom cars, and it's pretty nice that Nightriderz team has these challenges. There's always something fresh to do every week, and it's pretty cool. So we are off to the last server. So we are on WUGG, and WUGG got some nice limited edition cars. I can't remember if these were also available last year. However, they are here, and they are pretty pricey. Well, the IS300 is pretty pricey, but limited edition is limited edition. And there's also this Crown Vic, which I'm kind of confused. Wait, hold up. Is there a difference between this one and that one? Oh, this one has a special light bar. Oh, so it actually looks more like a cop car than like a undercover cop car. Alright, wait, and also, oh, they actually all have mass multipliers. Did not know that. So, we are not going to be driving the Crown Vic, but I will be showcasing the two other cars, as well as the good old 12C Brains Edition. Gonna get those cars tuned up, and see you in a race. I also can't forget the fact that we did have a winner for last week's poll, and literally by a landslide, it was this Lamborghini. After one day, I saw the votes, and I was like, okay, this car This car is coming with the legendary Brains Edition, with the cool little pumpkin head. Yeah, this car is such a classic. You know, it's really ironic just looking at these cars, and what a terrible turn. It's really ironic just looking at all these cars, and at one point they were literally just like display units back in the day. Never had any intentions of spending my real money. Did I really want to? Yeah, in the back of my head I did want to. However, at the same time I was like, I will never ask my parents back then to get me things, and even now, you know, as a grown up where I can, you know, buy my own stuff, never ever touch microtransactions. I'll never touch that. I'll donate, but in terms of buying cosmetic items, that's just not me. There's just so much better ways to spend your money than on a game that will probably end someday, and all for, why am I hugging the, why was I hugging the walls like that? But like I was saying, I would just never spend money on microtransactions. Unless it's a DLC, because that actually adds game content. But nothing ever for cosmetics. I think this MP4 is pretty nice. If I just drove better, we would have won against this M3. For sure, we would have won against the M3 if I drove better. So we are driving this IS300. What a classic car. I think I had this thing for... I can't remember if I had this thing in OG World. However, I do remember having this car for a bit at some point as a D-class car. Now, I did downgrade this thing to B because it's pretty ridiculous to have it at A class. It's just gonna get destroyed. And I'm saying it's gonna get destroyed, and I'm literally getting destroyed by the AI right now. This car got that. It's kind of like soapy steering, but at the same time, not really. Not really a grip monster. The McLaren was actually a nice car to drive. That was a nice car to drive. This car is feeling a little meh. Not gonna lie. I wonder when this thing was retuned. Nice job, AI. I wonder when this thing was retuned, because I don't remember it being like this. I'm not gonna lie, this Halloween preset is... Why did I steer? Why did I brake that hard? Literally no need for that. So this car got pretty good braking, because I thought I would need to brake. I really just thought I needed to brake that fast. AI just loves smashing walls. It's like they're trying to emulate me. It's pretty cool. But this car definitely has some of the worst body kits in the game. I do gotta say, this livery does a good job of masking it. My man's smashed into a pole and he just caught up to me. It's crazy. Let's take this little shortcut. Oh, man, took the shortcut as well? That is not a shortcut. Is it? Is it not? That is totally not the way to take that. But it's okay. The AI is pretty dumb. They messed up on their own, so we chillin'. So we are driving the winner of the polls with this sweet looking Lamborghini Diablo. Now, this is definitely has to be a new body kit, because I've never seen this one. If you were here since the channel's early days of me playing NFS World, this was my primary B-class car. I made it kind of like a Hot Pursuit type of car, you know. I remember all I did was take the 911 GT3 RS livery, put it on this car, And essentially that was the car. Really had a lot of nice memories with that thing. I don't feel bad, it's the AI. But I had a lot of good memories with that car. That being said, as time went on, I feel like I started to not like the car less and less. And oh man, are you guys kidding me? Are you kidding me? I thought I turned enough to get away from this thing. But as time went on, I realized how stiff and terrible this car is in terms of compared to other cars. That being said, Diablo is just such a cool looking car that, you know, I could just never get rid of it. Please don't hit the tanker. Not gonna lie. Hey, yo. What was that beamer? That was not necessary at all. Hit him into the traffic. That Ronnie might not be the one I'm thinking of. I think back on OG, this was the... What on earth just happened? Well, like I was saying, yeah, this car used to be the fastest tier 2 car at some point, beating out the M3 E30. Man, this is like, that's just wild to think that those used to be, you know, meta cars. Like, this used to be a meta car until EA ruined it with car classes. Now let's just head to the finish real quick. This car should not be an S1. I mean, even WUGG only recommends it being an A class, so keep it an A class. And I might give this car another go at some point. We got some pretty interesting names. They literally look like they can be AI. So we are driving this Rhino. Let's see how the Rhino does. Oh, that was a big hit from the Rhino. And wow, those effects look pretty crazy. And I really thought the game was going to disconnect right there. Wow, I cannot at all control this thing. This thing handles like a literal tank. I mean, it is literally a Rhino. What do you expect? Oh man, this is such a difficult car to drive. Oh boy, this thing is something else. Let me just use the jug. Wow, the jug just... Okay, hopefully the jug just keeps this thing grounded. Don't need to be fancy and all that. As I said that, as I ran right into the engine of the other Rhino. Hope these dudes don't like completely leave me in the dust. And wow, that charger just got destroyed. Yo, this man just took his own self out. That's kind of funny. That's he just ran into me and just ended it. He's like, guys, I'm calling it a shift home, and let's land right in front of that charger. And let me not take the shortcut because obviously I love the corner with this amazing European dream machine. Okay, we need to be faster. I need to be way faster. Only 127 constant state. That's pretty bad, if not gonna lie. Probably shouldn't be at 300 if I was focused on actually hitting everyone. I can't do this. I need acceleration. what is this car's top speed? It tops out at 214. That is pretty terrifying. Wait, this car isn't even maxed at A-Class, and it goes 214. That is the same. The McLaren goes like 217 at 749. That is wild. Dang, we have almost 2.5 minutes left. Oh, I didn't even do my weekly power up achievement. Come on, man. That's some easy money right there. I just wanted to see what would happen. And it will cause a charger to go flying. Wow, we just demolished both of them. This is like driving the FRSS Hellcat, except it doesn't turn. Like, it truly is a boat. Which is really ironic. That Hellcat drives like a Zonda Cinque compared to this thing. Get out of my way, dog. Oh, come on, you did that. I did not do anything. And I thought I had Jug. Anyways, we are very close to finishing. Oh, I need that Rhino to slow down. Yeah, I need you to slow me down. And we are chilling. Time to drive something enjoyable to end the video. Thank you so much for watching. Hope y'all have a good Halloween if you celebrate it. And let me know if you bought any of these new cars. Have a good one. Peace.